About Uganda. Now, a Ugandan woman has been fined 10.4 million Ugandan shillings. How much do you guys think that is?
That's
10.4 million.
300,000.
Oh,
10.4 million.
300,000.
Yes, 300,000.
Yeah.
It's 348K.
Yes.
10.4 million. Wow. Anyway, now for breaching a marriage promise to a man who had paid her college tuition, the court has found that.
Back off. Listen
to her name. Listen to her name. The court has found that Miss Fortunate Yarikunda, a law enforcement officer, breached a 2018 promise to marry Mr. Richard Tumwine, a local teacher. Now, Mr. Richard said his fiancée had rejected his marriage proposal on grounds that he was too old. Well, he wasn't too old when he was paying your fees. Now, was he?
Yeah, being a 10 million
Well, that's what she's being fined.
Worth my life.
That is what she's being fined. That is not how much he spent. I'm sure he spent a lot more. But let me tell you, I don't know why men do this a lot. The same way... The same way as women, there's so many things we're told not to do before a man commits. There's certain things you should just not do unless... Listen, Mato, it's the honest truth. You know
victim
someone who
shaming. Victim shaming.
No.
You are shaming the victim. She's not ashamed the victim
I'm
yet.
trying to tell you guys that
the
unless that girl is just, you know... She's your wife, she's your missus. There's certain things that you do, you end up crying. I know men who've started businesses for women. Of course, they make money now, they're better than you.
Yes.
Now they want to elevate, baby. You can't get mad, hate the game. You know,
people are allowed to change their minds. I mean, times are different, global warming, you know.
I think every single passing minute, we are proving that contracts should exist even in friendships. Like, what do you expect from me? What do I expect from you? What do I get in return? Let's just put an outline on it so that we know where we're going with this thing. Because it is true. If this guy invested in this woman, then he deserves some kind of, you know, compensation. Because we know that even in the traditional African society, if someone paid dowry for someone, and then this someone decides at some point in their lives that you are no longer something that is good for me, I want to move on to something else. Then your father was asked to give back what they took. So if someone invested in you in this way, especially education and things like that, that we know is not cheap, if along the way, we are not saying you can't change your mind. If along the way you decide that now you're not what's best for me, I have decided that sasa nimesoma, hii kizungu sasa ni ya madaktari, and you are a farmer, uli educate na pesa yako ya shamba. Now I have to give you back your money ya shamba, ndio niendelee na maisha yangu. Otherwise it will be theft.
Question.
Yes.
See, the reason I was like, I can't tell me kusana because the amount that he sued was so precise. He probably did the calculation and said, okay, this is how much I spent, and this is how much I want back.
Yes.
So if people are allowed to get married in sound mind and they divorce, and you're not told, give me back everything I've put into this, you split what you have garnered together. Yeah. You don't say, remember that day I gave you fair. Why is it that if there is no government commitment to this relationship, the girl should pay?
No,
Where is the evidence that there's a contract?
I need to cut you guys short. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Mato, you'll respond. I see Kwach also has a lot to say. Question. Cindy, what was the question? I know Kwach does not remember.
I can't remember.
You also can't
remember.
I'm the one who's allowed to have a senior moment in this panel, by the way.
This is wonderful.
What's your excuse,
Kwach? Ako karibu kusema, ata na nani later.
She asked, why does the blame always fall on the woman?
Yes, absolutely.
And that's what we were discussing right within the break. That it's not that the blame is falling on the woman. It's that when you have whatever it is, all relationships are transactional. And when the relationship is transactional, there are expectations that if I give you A, you give me B. If I give you C, you give me D. If we are clear that one part of the equation is not going to be fulfilled, then we have to be ready for the chain reaction that is going to come after that. That, for example, like this guy who helped this woman study, and Cindy, you were saying that maybe that the guy did not have receipts and things like that.
Yes.
No, if you have a way to prove it, because I'm sure the courts also, before they came to this
what
decision,
if he was doing it out of the goodness of his heart?
Sorry.
Yeah, he could.
I'm sorry.
He's a senior guy. She's a young girl. Maybe he sees she has a promising future. People do that.
You know, men never give anything.
People do that.
It could
happen.
See at Nivo, Amina.
We do.
There are two things. Number one, if there are, no, men have expectations.
Yeah.
Women give conditions. Note that. Men have expectations, women give conditions. And it is very wrong for any unity to be based on conditions that have been given. And in most cases, it is the women who give the conditions. Men in most cases don't give conditions. Women give conditions. Men have expectations. They would hope these things would happen.
Women about
they would
please marry me.
Please, it is the men who will ask, will you marry me? Me, I'm expecting you to say yes. If you say no, it is fine, me, I will go. If you say, I will say yes, but for me to say yes, I need you to take me to Dubai, you take me to Sijui where to where. He will find ways to
the other side is, I can't date a man and Naishi Kayole. I can't.
Kayole was just.
It's just a condition. No, no, that's what we always told. Conditions. I can't do this. I can't do that.
Women give conditions.
You must have this. You must have that. No, but Cindy, really, the thing I always say is, whichever place, whichever kind of relationship that you have with anyone,
right,
please make sure that you are ready to satisfy or fulfill your end of the bargain. Don't be that social thief. Yeah. Because there is something like a social thief. Wewe ni mtu mwenye unajua vizuri sana. This guy or this lady is investing in you because there are this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kind of an expectation. If you know that these expectations are things you can't give, stop entertaining it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, Kwach, you know what? I feel like sometimes there are certain topics that should just be the entire show.
Yeah.
Because we have a lot to say in response, but we are told there is no time.